Hey, Salawam Akim. All praises go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Sai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakar, Kadas. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and taught me this truth, and peace and salutation to your Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching this gospel in truth and sincerity. All right, this is about Egypt. America is mourning right now, okay? Everywhere I go, all of these stores, when you go in them, you hear people complaining about the prices. This is high. Why is this so much? They also at the gas pumps complaining about the gas. This is high. They're complaining about their house insurance and their car insurance. They haven't gotten into wrecks in years, but their car insurance is going up. Their mortgages are going up. So the Lord is doing a great job on plaguing these people, man, financially. Okay, the economy is collapsing. The dollar is lost its value. The dollar is worth zero at this moment. The only reason it's still going is because the confidence in it. Okay, but in a little while, you're going to see that this inflation is going to sky high to hyperinflation. All right, so these people are mourning, and it's beautiful. Let's just hop into the scriptures, man. 2nd Ezra 15 and 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall bring upon it. And this Egypt is talking about America, according to Revelation 11 and 8. This is spiritual Egypt. And Egypt means bondage. Okay, so America is bondage. It's the prison for the Israelites. All right. And it just so happens that these elite, these 12 financial families, hey, they got their own people in bondage, man. All right. And so now the curses that were on the Israelites, they're going on to the so-called white person, the so-called white man and his family. All right. And now they're catching hell. And now they're seeing what it's like to go without and having to lose stuff. And they really can't handle it. They don't have the mental fortitude to handle it, if I'm saying that word right. They don't have the mindset to handle the pressure of not having and not being comfortable. And that's what's going on. The Lord is taking away from their comfortability. All right. So Egypt is mourning, man. All right. They're mourning at the pump. They're mourning at the in the stores for food. All right. They're mourning. Why? Because things are inflating. And this is just the beginning, Akim. All right, it's going to get way worse than this. Okay, these jobs are being lost. All right, these companies are filing for bankruptcy and closing their doors. All right, so these so-called white people are about to catch hell and all these other nations. All right, so the Lord is leveling the playing field, man. He's got rid of the middle class. All right, and now it's just the rich and poor, man. The middle class can't even afford to live. They're broke and living check to check. All right, and that's a beautiful thing. All right, it says, Deuteronomy 30 and 7, and the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. So Esau first, and all these other nations, man. Ishmael, all right, you so-called Arabics, Arabics, okay. Hamites, you so-called Africans. Moabites, you so-called Chinese. Ammonites, you so-called Japanese. Hey, y'all, these curses are coming on you, man. All right. Deuteronomy 30 and 7 in the NLT. The Lord your power will inflict all these curses on your enemies and on those who hate you, who hate and persecute you. Okay. And what curses are you talking about, man? All right. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28. And Deuteronomy 28, and from Deuteronomy 28, from 16 on up, 16 all the way down to 68. All right. So these are the curses that are coming on the so-called white man in the other nation. Here's one of the curses. Deuteronomy 28 and 56. The tender and delicate woman among you which would not adventure to set her soul on the foot her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. Now, this is talking about the Israelite woman, all right, and that's why the Israelite woman is like the way she is right now. But now this is coming on these Edomites and these other nations, all right. So they about to catch hell, man. They are about to catch hell. They are catching hell, in fact. Okay, they are catching hell, man. All right, and they're gonna all of these curses they're gonna be stricken with. Okay, all right, that's beautiful. All right, so they also are going through going through inflation, man. So Revelation 6:6. All right, so these people cannot handle the pressure, and they're not going to be able to handle it. Okay, that's why you're going to see a lot of debt in these later days, right now in these end times. Revelation 6:6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. The oil and the wine is talking about the elect. All right, but when you go into that word penny, is 1 denarius. It's a day's work, man. It's equivalent to 10 asses. You know, buying 10 asses. All right, and so for a day's work, they're saying you got to pay a whole day's work, 10 asses for some wheat bread and some barley. So that wheat bread and barley would be like 1 ass, okay? 1 or 2 ass. But now you have to pay 10 asses for some wheat and barley. That means it's hyperinflated. That means your money is no good. Your currency is inflating. So to bring it back to today's day, you might make $100 a day and pay $5 for bread. All right, when it inflates, that $5 can turn to $10. When it hyperinflates, that $10 for that bread can turn into $100. So you have to pay $100, which is a day's work today. If you made $100 a day, you're going to have to pay $100 for 1 loaf of bread. All right, and that's why all these people complaining, okay? All right, so let's listen to them complain, and Shalom.
$11.62 for fucking great. I just honestly don't know how people are making it. I think it's not possible to just have a 9 to 5 job anymore. You either need to significantly decrease your lifestyle to keep up with what things are costing now, and or find another way to make money.
I cannot afford to spend every last penny that I have on my debt.
This is it. $85 at Kroger. Absolute robbery.
The reality is that unless interest rates go down or wage growth miraculously boost out of nowhere, we could be in this point for quite some time. Buckle up, everybody.
Because people could afford the cars then, at least they thought they could afford the cars then, and they were able to make their payments. And now it's not the case.
So I need to know, are you guys okay? Because we're like borderline not okay, but we can't sustain this. This is ridiculous.
I remember people saying like, oh, I had 4 kids by the time I was 25 or by the time I was 30. Best of luck to you because you can't afford kids in this economy.
$300 electric bill? Like, seriously, guys? Like, this is stupid. This is what's been going on in America. Inflation.
The cost of living in America is increasing daily, and Americans can't afford it anymore. It's becoming crazier and crazier by the day. Prices are insane. People can't afford to live, and people are getting crazy about the prices, about the rents, about the affordability of life. People can't keep up anymore with those prices. People can't understand how they are supposed to survive with those prices. People are drowning in debt, and they wish they could find another solution. In the most expensive states in America, you need almost double what the average income is to be able to live comfortably in those states. It's sad to say, but the average American can't survive in America. I gathered multiple videos of people explaining their situations and videos that are going to explain what's happening right now in the country. And then we're going to look at them and we'll discuss about it together afterwards. These grocery prices are outrageous. Let me tell you guys a little story. I just went to my local Dollar General. I only needed 2 items. I walked through my 2 aisles and ran into the same woman twice. When it was time to get to the register, we got there pretty much at the same time, and she said, "Hey, you only have a few things, you can go ahead of me." I did a quick instinctive scan of her cart, like we do in that situation, and told her, "No, go ahead, I'm in no rush." She had a 4-pack of Scott's toilet paper, a 12-pack of the mini cans of pop, maybe like 5 cans of vegetables, and like 3 boxes of mac and cheese. Nothing crazy. She got in line, grabbed a candy bar, and checked out. Guys, do you know what her total was? Because I was appalled. $56 and something cents. $56. So I need to know, are you guys okay? Because we're like borderline not okay, but we can't sustain this. This is ridiculous. I don't have a solution. I'm hoping that we can band together and figure one out because we have to make a change. Something has to give here. How are we affording to feed our families right now, America? $56. It was 2 bags of food. 2. I don't know. Something needs to give. If you have an idea, drop it below. I'm mad. I'm mad for her.
A recent report came out telling us how much we need to make to live comfortably depending on which state we live in.